Welcome to Urban Green's Grid Ready Mapping Tool. This video will demonstrate how to use this mapping tool and get you on your way to exploring New York City's all-electric future. Let's get started. Since you're learning with me today, you can go ahead and close the onboarding page by clicking the minus sign. In the middle of the screen, you'll see a map of New York City. You can pan across the boroughs and zoom in and out with your mouse, or the plus and minus signs on the right side. On the left side of the screen are the map controls. These controls change the electrification scenario and the results displayed on the map in the middle of the screen. We're going to explore which zip codes could flip to winter peaks first. Start by selecting zip code from the zone dropdown in the upper left corner. You'll see that this changes the geography of the map. Look below the zone selection and choose Summer or Winter Peak from the metric dropdown. This changes what data is shown for each zone. For more information about each option, hover over the question marks and read the tooltips that appear. You can also find more detailed explanations of all options and outputs on the About page in the upper right corner of the page. Now we're ready to electrify some buildings. Try increasing the electrification adoption slider to 10% and then 20%. See how zip codes in Brooklyn and Queens shift to gray and then blue? Every area starts out summer peaking just as they do today, but heat pumps have shifted peak power demand in these neighborhoods, shown in blue, from summer to winter based on our modeling. Now, ramp up the electrification adoption even higher. See how many of New York City's neighborhoods will have winter peaks once their buildings install heat pumps? At this point, the buildings have only converted their heat and hot water to heat pumps. No added insulation, no air sealing, no batteries. Building electrification should include some energy efficiency, controls, and energy storage to keep power demand manageable and provide time for infrastructure upgrades. Let's take a look at how those additional building upgrades affect power demand. Try adding energy efficiency, then demand flexibility upgrades to buildings. When selected, these building upgrades are included alongside every heat pump installation. Hover over the question marks by each upgrade to read more about these measures, which are explained in more detail in the Grid Ready report. Even with efficiency and demand flexibility, you can see that much of the city will peak in winter once 40% of building area has been electrified. But that doesn't mean Con Edison's networks peak in winter or that they couldn't accommodate more electrification. Switch the zone dropdown back to the network area selection. Notice how the geography has changed? These are the 70 network areas that supply electricity to New York City's buildings. If I click one, maybe Ridgewood, the map will lock on this zone. Then I can change metrics, adoption rates, and upgrades to see how this area handles electrification. See how efficiency lowers the winter demand increase in this network area. To unlock the map, click anywhere in the selected zone. Now that you're familiar with how to use this tool, you can explore the different ways building electrification will affect power demand across New York City. For more context on this research project, click on the Links tab to read the full Grid Ready report, which discusses the data presented in this web application and its implications for electrification in New York City. Have fun exploring New York City's all-electric future. And be sure to follow Urban Green on social media for all the latest in sustainable buildings.